Beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're here today to talk about MelyssaFord. Surprise! Surprise, surprise. Big M Ford. Melissa might be gone. Woohoo! She might be suing. She might have quit. She might have got fired is not even on the table. Because we know he's not firing her. And I don't think she quit because she need money. But let's talk about it. All right, before we get into the whole mess of Melissa, let's talk about the fact that it was just Joe's birthday. I think Saturday was his birthday. He had a birthday party. They talked about it for months up there, which is why it was surprising when Flip said he might not make it because he had something that came up. And listen, that's fine. Joe be treating him like shit, so I'm not mad at him. I'm not about to party with you. I'm not about to break bread with you. I'm not about to do any of that with you because you treat me like shit. Fine, but just call it. Say what it is because you've been knowing about this for months. If we've been knowing, you've been knowing. But anyway, that and maybe he couldn't get a suit in time and that was a huge deal. Get a suit, get a suit. So let's talk about the suits. Let's talk about what they were wearing. You guys, hands down, Parks and Rim stole the show. Sorry. Parks came in a whole tux. Like, he outdid the birthday boy. Joe looked fine in his suit. He should have kept it on all night. Apparently, he went and changed. I don't know if maybe that was later on when they went downstairs to, the dance studio or wherever, where they were really hanging out after hours. But I like the suit on him. That looked way better than what he ended up changing into. But it's his birthday. He could do whatever he want to do. Sade, let's talk about Sade's outfit and the fact that I like Sade. I like her a lot. So I don't want to just really. Well, I'm not shitting on her. I'm not even shitting on her outfit because she looks fine. She actually looks better than fine. She looks pretty. However, the outfit that she had on, I did not care for because it took a minute for my eyes to make out what was going on. It actually looks like a bodysuit that is just unsnapped at the bottom. I didn't like the way that came together like that. I get what they were trying to do, but initially when you first look at it, it's like, what is this? But then once my eyes made out what it was supposed to be or what it was, she looked fine. I mean, and of course we know face giving, hair was pretty. She looked pretty. And her doing all that dancing and everything, I was like, you better live it up for your man. She loves that man, and I love that about her. So she was pretty. Also who was pretty was Ice's girl. Ice's girl, Cece, looked very pretty. Yeah, I can't even say anything bad about it. She looked very pretty. Ice looked nice. Boom. Got nothing bad to say about Ice. I really don't have anything bad to say about anyone. Ish looked really nice. He had on glasses. I don't know if they were prescription or if they were some sort of like super fancy shades or whatever, but they looked really nice on him. He looked very dapper, very, very nice. Um, Good doctor. Good doctor, Mark Lamont Hill. Now, I ain't love it. I didn't love it. I'm sorry. I feel like Mark has to be able to dress a little bit better. Like, I don't know if it's the colors or what. Apparently it was what did he say? It was why am I thinking Hugo Boss? I don't think he said Hugo Boss. I think he said, oh, Tom Ford. Totally different. It definitely wasn't Hugo Boss. Tom Ford. And I don't know, something was off with it. Like, I just wanted him to, God, just do better. But, I mean, we still like Mark. Although I am finding some issues with the way Mark is potting now. I'm having some real issues with it. It's hard for me to call him out directly, which my man brought to my attention. But Mark is starting to Piss me off with some stuff. First of all that cackling and laughing and giggling, I don't like that shit. How many times I gotta say I don't like it when men giggle? And he giggles so long to where it comes off disingenuous. Like it doesn't sound like he's really laughing for real, because it's like, okay, it just wasn't that funny. Like, listen, I love to laugh more than anyone, but it's just not that funny. And I don't even giggle like that. Um I'm also finding myself disagreeing with a lot of his takes now. Like, what's happening? What is happening here, good doctor? And specifically the whole tennis thing that they spoke about today on Patreon. And we talking about the white girl who told the black woman that she was and I'm sorry, I don't know their names. Told the black woman that she is uneducated, and of course she came out, she said, listen, it's a whole, the language barrier, and I didn't know, and I just meant she was uncultured, and the whole thing of tennis, I don't give a shit. And Mark is like, no, it's not racist, it's not racist. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? I don't care. Because it was a white woman, it was racist. And I don't care. If she don't know the language, then get the fuck on. Like, sorry. If you don't understand how to get your point across here, were they here? I gotta make sure they were here in America while I'm talking shit. But listen, I don't care about language barriers, you guys. I just don't give a shit about stuff like that. So she needs to get her shit together. It was a problem that she said that to the young lady, and I think she handled it very nicely. I wish she would have cussed her the fuck out. She didn't. Listen, we go high, apparently. Good for her. But Mark saying, oh, it wasn't racist, and she came out and said it was a language thing. No, no. Like, some of his takes just be ass. I'm sorry, they just do. And I need for him to do better. Just checked, and I was right. It's the US Open, which means it's in the United States, which means if she has a problem getting her point across and she don't understand the language here, you know what comes next. Listen, ice, ice, please. Hello. Oh, that's not funny. Anyway, back to Mel. Oh, before we get to Mel, let's talk about today's episode just real quick. Let's just talk about one thing that I noticed that drives me crazy. Imani is stupid. Period. Hard stop. Imani is just stupid. Okay, and that is why Mark talks to him like he's stupid, because he actually is stupid. Because when he speaks, what are you talking about? Like, he tries so hard to sound intelligent, and it just sounds like a bunch of stupidity. What is he talking about? And then I didn't like the fact that he was making fun of the fact that Mark's mom was still alive in her 80s. The joke was funny. What'd he say? We made it, or something like that. It was a funny joke, and what's the name pointed it out. Mark didn't get mad. He just said, look, when I shoot back, I don't want to hear anything. He didn't get mad about it. He just wanted to point out the fact that this might be telling jokes too. So, fine. Then, a little bit later, Mark says something to Imani, and Imani's like, yeah, let's just take a day off from the jokes. You just told a joke. What are you talking about? Like, I can't stand Imani either, you guys. I want Imani to go. I do. I just do. The stuff, anyway, we move. MelyssaFord. MelyssaFord, word on the street, MelyssaFord quit. I don't think she quit because I think she needs money. And not saying that like she's broke or anything. But I don't see her just quitting her job, and her podcast I guess is doing okay. I don't watch it. I did see that she had Maya on there, and I think I saw a clip online where it looked like it probably was interesting, but I'm not even going to say that because I'm going to sound real petty. But I just feel like Mel doing those interviews is more in her element, or in the element that she wants to be in. I don't think she's super intelligent and all that, like she tries to come across. Of course, we think Mel's a liar, Mel don't take accountability and all that. She just doesn't need to be on a pod with a bunch of men, because then the facade comes down, like her real face is showing basically. So sit there, ask the tough questions, ask the deep questions, and put on this whole thing. do that. I think she's well within her element doing that as opposed to trying to hang with the big dogs, and she just can't do it. And I don't know that there's a woman that can do it. I don't know that there's a woman that they want to be able to do it. They don't care what women think, you guys. What don't we get about that? They don't. Any woman that you put up there is going to end up in a bad situation because they don't really give a shit what women think. They don't. I'm sorry. And that's fine with me because I don't want a woman on the pod for the 50th time. I don't think a woman belongs on that pod. So it's fine. Just don't do it. But I think they have somebody else coming up. What's that girl name? The lady's name, Mona or whatever. I liked her when she was on. I only saw one episode. Again, I think they said she was on for two. I didn't see both of them, but I liked her. I don't know that I'll like her long term. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know that a woman needs to be there, period. But whatever, we move. Now let's talk about Melyssa and where she went. What happened to Melyssa? What happened to Melyssa? So the past couple weeks, we've been getting into this whole thing with Melyssa and dogpiling. You guys, dogpile on male, don't dogpile on male. I'm sick of the whole term because you know why? It is a whole bully mentality up there. Everyone gets bullied except for Joe and Parks. I don't know why they give Parks grace because he sure don't give them grace. Parks is going to come with an ignorant quip real quick. But for some reason, they spare him. I don't know. White boy privilege, you tell me. I don't know why I laughed at that. Because I was really feeling that shit. White boy privilege, you tell me. We have Ice. We dogpile on Ice about his big ass head. Help me, help me. We talk about him dyeing his hair, dyeing his beard. We joke on him and the outfit that he wore with the whispers. And we call him every old R&B group because of what he had on. Fitting. It's fine. We dogpile Ish about absolutely everything. Y'all, they dogpiled the shit out of Ish all of the time. There's so much, it's hard to name. But we'll just talk about the fact that he has a white girlfriend. We'll just say that one. But Ish is dogpiled on continuously, all the time. All the time. So we move from him. We dogpile Imani about being broke. He's a bum ass nigga who don't do nothing but sleep with women. We dogpile on him about that. We dogpile on Flip, chicken nugget or whatever. He's stupid. He's less than smart. We dogpile on him about that all the time. So Mel gets dogpiled on and cries, and then it ends up being, sorry, Mel. Mel know we love her. Mel's our sister. We love Mel. She sits there with her arms crossed and she don't speak anymore when she's mad, or she storms off like a girl. And I don't have a problem with women. I'm a woman. However, I'm not trying to see that shit. I'm not trying to see you have a full-on temper tantrum while we're sitting here. Now, where did she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? We were watching a whole thing on Patreon where they were talking about being addicted and addictions. And we talked about the fact that Mark, he took Adderall, or he takes Adderall ever so often or whatever. He does. He talks very quickly. He talks very fast or whatever. So, they made jokes about him with the Adderall thing. And everybody was kind of saying what they had an issue with Ish. And then we went beyond hard drugs or whatever to just anything that you are addicted to. Ish said he was addicted to sugar. They came up with sugar. I can't remember what I said. Oh, he said he used to be addicted to Benadryl. And Parks, I can't remember what Parks was because I don't care, you guys. We know Joe was addicted to a lot of stuff, and they all said that they had an addiction to porn at one point or whatever. So Mel, she's talking and she's like, well, I can't really say that I've been addicted to. And then Joe is like, you want to put that down and say it? Now, by this time, she's toasted. And how many pods have we seen that she is fucked up on? I don't know if she is taking the edibles. She's either high or she's drunk. And I don't think it's okay. I think it's terrible. Now, does she pod better when she's under the influence? A lot of people say she does. I know that of course, she speaks more when she is uninhibited. It's fine. However, I don't want to hear her speak more. So there's that. But yeah, so he's asking her, well, you want to put that down, while you say you weren't really addicted to anything. And then she says, oh yeah, this. I was addicted to, this at one point. And, they make a joke. So what happens is they finish up the conversation. And then Flip says something where you can see that he's about to say something about Mel still having her issue because she was drunk at the time. And it cuts. It was a hard cut. And then when they come back, Mel is gone. So apparently, word on the street is that it was a big blow up. I'm sure Flip said some shit about her still being a drunk or whatever because allegedly, Mel's a drunk. Like, and she plays into it. Y'all can't tell me she doesn't because let's go back to that sauna scene with Ian and the fact that he was piling on the champagne and she was like, oh, give me more, give me more. She feeds into it because she really likes the cocktail. Listen, she does. Allegedly, but from what we see, she does. So I don't know if she got mad about that and it was a big blow up. We hear, they give out little bitty things on each pod or whatever. So we hear kind of, it was like a fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And we know that she's really quick to say all that, which brings me to this whole possible lawsuit, you guys. So we also found out, which I think I touched on before, that Mel had to go, they went to go see HR and everything. Mel, number one, is not Flip's friend. How many times do I have to say that? She has literally attempted to get him fired a number of times. And I don't know why he's constantly taking up for her whenever she's speaking and they're like, oh, let Mel speak or what, he's like, let her finish, let her finish. No, fuck her. And she don't like you. So stop it. But we move from that. So this whole lawsuit thing, you guys, Mel would be crazy if she went in to try to file a lawsuit. Why? Because number one, when you go to the EEOC, you have to give at least three examples of how you were discriminated against and somebody else was given the liberty to be able to do these things or whatever. So it has to show discrimination. And like I just said, everybody is dogpiled on up there. So she can't say, oh, they just fuck with me. No, everybody is fucked with up there, except Parks, of course. And then like she plays into the whole sexual thing or whatever. So she can't go in with that. And prime example of her doing that is when she first came, before I had any sort of issue with Mel, I just noticed all she did was like all these sexual innuendos. And I remember commenting like, damn, I wish she would just give something else other than these sexual innuendos. Like she's literally sitting up there talking like she's just there for sex, or to give these like I hated it. I hated the fact that she did that. And eventually she stopped with it, but it was real bad. Go back. It was real bad when she first came. I don't know if she felt like that's what she had to do or whatever, but she's done it. Mel has talked to these men like shit. She has, So if she says, oh, they talk to me like shit, they yell at me or whatever, Mel has called Joe and Flip bitches big time. She told them to shut the fuck up. She, sucked my dick. Like she moved away from all that, but she has done all of these things. So Mel would be crazy and she would be losing money if she were to try to take them to court for anything. Like seriously, she just can't. I mean, she can try, but it would be stupid. It would really be stupid for her to do that. In closing, let me just say this. Mel, baby girl, here, let me hold your hands when I say this. I think once again, for your own sanity, you should go ahead and get out of there. Just get out of there, girl. They don't care about you, and it's clear because they don't care about how they make you feel. I mean, they don't care about how they make anybody feel up there, really. So it's like you either play the game or you don't. And it's obvious that you are unable to play the game. And if you feel very disrespected and very dog piled on, and you just don't want to be there, then we don't want to keep you where you don't want to be. We don't. We're okay going into another direction. It's fine. So moving forward, it would be quite fine if you never showed up to the pod again. That's all. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Um, but that's it for me, you guys. To my I ain't even gonna talk to my people that normally watch me because they don't watch the Joe Budden podcast, which means they don't watch these goddamn videos. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. Like the video, you guys. It does wonders for the analytics, algorithm, all that. It pushes the video out, which obviously we need to do. We're trying to reach a goal. We're trying to get to 1,000. So go ahead and subscribe. It is absolutely free of charge. Like, it means absolutely nothing to you. It means the world to me. So let's go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and I will see you in the next video. Smooches.